going. I'm at a wet, windy, weary Withensea. God, it's absolutely awful. My hat's wet through, my gloves are wet through. It's just, I don't know. Anyhow, the good thing is, I have a full battery. If it gets worse between here and Central Beach, oh sorry, Central Prop, I might call it off and go home. But if it stays like this, I'll be fine. I'll just grin and bear it. Sorry about yesterday. Yesterday was bloody awful. It really was, wasn't it? You know, I kept losing. I don't know. I kept losing bandwidth. I kept losing contact. I only had about 50% battery. It was just absolutely awful. To make matters worse, when we were looking at those ships, I was actually studying this puddle. Now I weren't wearing my boots, I was wearing shoes. And my feet were absolutely sodden. And that puddle, the water was so cold. Hi folks, hi Dave. Hi Crazy. Hi Jack. I hope everybody's okay. And I'll just get rid of all these. Yeah, I'm getting loads of messages pinging up on my phone. I can't do anything about them. But just look at this. The screen is absolutely wet through. Well, I hope everyone else is keeping well, keeping dry and keeping out of the rain. Poor me and Toby, we're wet through. Not too bad. I have his jacket on, he's got his jacket on. So we're not too bad, but we have been better. Oh, definitely Crazy, a hell of a lot warmer at home. But while the old Duchess has got the television on, she won't thank me for talking to all you guys. Yeah, I don't blame you. We put ours on yesterday, and you know, we had it on. It was on all night. I didn't know it were on. And she didn't tell me to turn it off. So we were absolutely sweating cobs in bed. And I didn't know why. Found it when we got up this morning. I bet you can't, Jack. That's what I'm walking through now, on a muddy path over the cliff, well, around the cliff. Look at that sky. Look at that grey sea coming in. I think the rain is damaging my screen. It's like in a lot of different layers. I'm going to try and rub some of the water off it. No, it's awful at the moment. Everything seems to be doubling up on this screen, so I don't really understand why that's happening. I'm wondering if the rain is damaging my phone. I'll carry on for a little bit, but I may have to say good evening to everybody, otherwise I'm going to end up with no phone. Yeah, that's what's worrying me, it's water damage. That's right, crazy, so I'm a bit worried. It's stopped raining now. Just try. I've just wiped it off, but it hasn't made any damage. So it hasn't made any difference. Anyhow, our friend's over here still. Well, we've got 26 days to go. Getting loads of different squares on here now. I think I'm going to have to say goodnight to everybody and turn my phone off and let it dry out. Yeah, exactly, it's looking like a few, it's only one car, so I think I'm going to have to turn my phone off. Hopefully it'll dry out. I think it is getting damaged. Look how many Tobys we've got. Do what with it? Put it in rice. Right. What will that do? Right, folk, I think I'm going to have to... It's just loads and loads of little squares now. Right, I'll bear that one in mind. Thanks for that, Crazy. What we're going to just leave it on the mantelpiece. Yeah, the squares are getting smaller, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to say good night to everybody. I'm going to apologise, but rather than have no phone, I think the best thing I can do is shut down. Hopefully it'll dry off when I get home. So I'm going to say good night everybody. Once again, sorry we can't go through with this, but my phone's not allowing me. So good night everyone.